spotted. Shall we see what we can find?
Taurians there!
So soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next. I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on?
Pray, follow me. Isn't commonly rare, this. I look forward to informing my own master of its finding when I return beyond the rift. "'Tis this way. Of ice and turn it against our foes. Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I certainly agree. How might I be?
Come to think of it, I long to make things right after what transpired at the coronation. I hope never to experience the like of that sensation again.
If we seek further knowledge of the God's way, we ought to make for Batal. Pray, allow me to show you the way.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
I shall take this opportunity to observe our surroundings.
Watch the hobgoblin!
I'll turn you against my magic grant you an elemental boon. Over here, if you would.
These opportunities are few and far between. Speak up if you've aught to say.
Thing is yours.
Hope you weren't expecting mercy.
Now, what might that be?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
Cannot let myself be overcome.
As you wish. I shall return directly.
Thing we reckon.
Try not to get hit. Let all that vim go to waste.
I grant your weapon a magical boon.
Must we pass this way? We risk our necks crossing such heights.
Take care not to fall.
Caution would be wise, but we ought not let it halt us in our course.
Master, if ever your pack grows cumbersome, know that I would be glad to purchase any of...
Excellent. Just what I was hoping for.
We cannot break it from this side.
So it goes.
If you wish it, I shall not move from this spot.
isn't much of an adventure if all we do is make camp.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labors. I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
Look, oxen. How tranquil.
'Tis best to leave harmless creatures be.
Very well, but pray do not make me wait over long. Hardly camp things. We'll overwhelm our foe with our combined magics.
I should fly to your aid, Master. We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit. Let's all that room go to waste.
Let my magic grant you an elemental boon.
We prevailed by the skin of our teeth.
We were overconfident in our abilities. It is a painful reminder that fortune will not always favor us.
I must ask you to refrain from charging off. You are the thrust of our future.
Don't be such a worrywart. I know what I'm doing.
While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way.
If we seek further knowledge of the Godsway, we ought to make for Batal. Follow me. I will guide you to the location.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battles.
Would that ox carts were a bit safer and a bit swifter, too.
Drivers can be a decent source of gossip.
I'll sleep like a log tonight.
Say, you wouldn't happen to have seen a pretty stone lying about, would you? One befitting the name the Jadeite Orb. 'Twas stolen from me while I was delivering it, and if Master Everard should find out, 'tis no exaggeration. He said people killed afore, more than a few at that. To be quite truthful, I'd intended to sell off the Jadeite Orb and quit this place for good. Working under a man such as him, I'd only get chewed up till he decided to spit me out. Unless you were to find it for me. Would you, sir? Oh, pray do a poor man a kindness.
The Jadeite Orb could be anywhere now. Perchance we ought to speak with someone who has experience in banditry.
I've got nothing for ye.
Wearing armor all day feels like a punishment.
You'll never believe this, but the other day I saw an elven woman and a dwarven man walking hand in hand. Normally, you put an elf and a dwarf in the same room and they'll be trading blows before you can blink. Mayhap my eyes deceived me.
Peril can result from a moment's incaution.
Have you need of me?
Have you come from Vernworth? How are things there? The ancient battleground to the north is overrun with hordes of fell beasts, and so little are survivors anticipated that you'll find not even a checkpoint here. In times past, 'twas safe enough a night, when the monsters sleep, but no longer. Since a few days past, skeletons and phantoms have made this their nightly battleground. 'Tis nigh impassable now. It could be that aught's befallen the cenotaph. I'd heard the spirits had calmed somewhat since 'twas erected. Say, if I cannot dissuade you from traversing the ancient battleground, would you consider passing by the cenotaph and making sure aught's aright with it?
Have you heard the rumors? The residents of a small village to the north are said to have perished overnight. There was no warning, no apparent cause, but one morning they were all discovered dead. Every last one. Of course, such rumors are best taken with a grain of salt. Some peddler might have made it up to increase sales.
Aye. Ought to report, have you?
I'm not trained for this.
I see life as a journey, to be walked a day at a time.
Lost track of time. This place is too comfortable.
Life's been pretty kind to me.
The Sovereign's retinue makes to fell the dragon at last. 'Twas a remarkable recovery, really. The man was burnt to a crisp.
You shan't hear me complain about an early repose.
Interested in my wares?
I trust we've all inspected our equipment.
Off we go then.
I hope you slept well.
Head will roll if aught goes awry. Buck's not at the expense.
Well, hello there, sir. What can I do you? Oh, there's always demand for weapons, particularly near the border, where quarrels occur every other day. Do come again? Well met, sir. How was the day treating you then?
Greetings. You are the Arisen, are you? Tell me, in your comings and goings, did you happen to encounter a man by the name of Offulv? He seems to have vanished while in possession of a treasure known as the Jadeite Orb. My fellow merchants are scouring the city for him as we speak, but have had no luck as yet. And if I may be candid, our primary concern is not the merchant, but rather the orb. 'Tis an item of precious importance to myself and my partners, you see. I must see it reclaimed, post-haste, and in my hour of need, who should wander by but the good Arisen? What say you, sir? Would you be so kind as to seek out the Jadeite Orb on my behalf? You will be rewarded handsomely for your service.
It seems this Jadeite Orb is in high demand. 2 people have asked us to find it now, but only one of them can have it.
Oi, you there! You've just arrived in town, haven't you? I don't mean to pry, only it's my grandson, a boy by the name of Rog. He's gone missing. Pray tell, have you seen the lad?
Morris, I've just found out Roger's been abducted by beasts.
What? No! How can that be?
I've just heard news. Rog was seen being dragged off by wolves.
Oh, my poor boy. We must go rescue him at once.
Morris, think what you're saying, friend. We can't go charging off after the lad. We are no match for such creatures.
Do you truly expect me to do naught but twiddle my thumbs when my only grandson's been taken from me? The soldiers won't do aught for him, will they now? Consarn it all. He's right. But what else am I to do? If I do not hasten to the poor lad's aid, who will? Do you truly mean that, sir? If you return him to me, I will be forever in your debt.
Simple conversation oft reveals what a week of searching never could. Whom shall we speak with first?
Please, stranger, bring my rod. Please, stranger.
I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with the matter at hand. Perhaps we should have a more knowledgeable pawn join our party.
Welcome, sir. Contrary to the name, this little shop of mine deals in naught but the finest treasures. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for yourself. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. A little patience is all I ask. The creation of a masterpiece takes time, sir. Pray do not rush me. Many thanks to you.
The jadeite orb is safely in hand.
So, how goes it? Did you manage to retrieve the jadeite orb? Very well. Pray continue.
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Got nothing to fear if I keep my wits about me.
At least I have my
Breaking my back for someone else.
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then?
Fancy a look at my wares?
So, welcome, sir. Contrary to the name, if you think me a liar, then buy some. The item you requested is complete. Here you are, sir. Use it well. Many thanks to you.
I cannot imagine what purpose this forgery might serve, but mayhap 'twill become clear in time.
'Tis 9 distinct.
So, how goes it? Did you manage to retrieve the jadeite orb? Ah, splendid. You've my thanks. Before we discuss your reward, however, there is one final matter to which... You see, in my line of work, trust is paramount, and so we shall go to verify the orb's authenticity together. Come, I trust old Ibrahim's eye most of all. Let us pay a visit to his little scrap store.
Follow my lead.
Your mornings get earlier, your bones get older.
Good day, Ibrahim. Would you be so kind as to examine this jadeite orb? Now, I have a bit of business to attend to while he performs his appraisal. I ask that you await my return here. How'd I end up here? He ought to be finished by now. Come, let us go see. You have done your title proud, Arisen. This jadeite orb is indeed the genuine article. My partners shall be most relieved to hear of its return. You have certainly earned your reward. I trust you will find it satisfactory. And I do hope you will permit me to call upon you again, should aught arise.
Good to see you, Master.
There's no easy thing, making a living as a soldier.
What's to do?
There you are! Pray, tell me, have you found the jadeite orb? Oh, thank you, thank you! Now my freedom is assured. Pray, take this. I know 'tisn't much, but I've naught else to offer. Right, I'd best get going. Sir, though we may ne'er meet again, know that I shall remember this kindness as long as I live. Farewell.
I fear we have done Sir Opal an unkindness. May he find the strength to weather his troubles.
We'd all hoped for a better outcome.
If we're to aid Sir Gregor, we must needs make for the ill-doer's resting place. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change.
I find myself hard-pressed to respond.
If I sleep on my work...
Shame there aren't as many folk spinning tall tales in the tavern of late.
Have a gander at my wares. You shan't regret it. Hope to see you again ere long.
Nothing caught your eye. That's a shame. Let's...
Have you heard the rumors? The residents of a small village to the north are said to have perished overnight. There was no warning, no apparent cause. Of course, such rumors are best taken with a grain of salt.
Aye, I met Roger by the cenotaph, on the eastern side of town. He had what looked like a bundle of grass with him, only he was carrying it as though 'twere of the greatest import. He would say no more than 'twas a secret. So I told him to get home safe. Yet no sooner had I turned my back than I heard him scream. I charged to his aid, but a wolf was already scarpering with him and its jewels. Poor lad. His cries haunt me even now. Pray help him if you can, sir.
And he's delivered me my remedies many a time. Once, he even picked some flowers on his way up. I still recall his smile when he told me about the beautiful flower bed. Oh, Rog, will I e'er see your smile?
The flowers that bloom around here glow come nightfall. From what I can glean, the petals absorb the sun's light by day and release it after dark. Isn't that unusual? Nature...
I'll take any chance not to think on my troubles.
Could you come up?
You'll never believe this, but the other day I saw an elven woman. Normally you put an elf and mayhap my eyes deceived me.
The flowers that bloom, from what I can glean, the petals absorb the sun. Isn't that unusual?
Wolves, eh? Mayhap you should seek out the Putrid Cave. While en route to deal with another matter, I discovered the beast's den in that cave. I only wish I'd been permitted to investigate the area myself, but at the time we were merely passing through. But I can tell you where it is, sir. You'll find it on the eastern road. It is my understanding that the creatures hoard their prey within. Mayhap the lad yet lives, fortune willing. If you are thinking of venturing in there yourself, pray make haste and tread softly.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Now there's a thought. I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrill.
I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way.
It is a glad thing to festival.
Try not to get hit, lest all that can go to waste.
Oh, well, ain't right.
Attackers go less powerful.
Keep on like that and we'll be done here soon enough.
A result is power.
I can't let you get away.
Isis' thing is yours to wield.
Can the same spell, and will overwhelm our foe with our combined magics.
cannot manage without me for a moment, Arisen.
Wolves make their den in the putrid cave. That might be where Corrod was taken.
I can guide you there if you wish.
Isn't much of an adventure if all we do is make camp.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labors. Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Off we go, then.
I hope you slept well.
Now, what might that be?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Come to think of it, we're all of differing vocations, aren't we?
It is a tad inconvenient that we can't share equipment.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible. We cannot break it from this side.
Perhaps. Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but in the end, we never did attend the coronation. There will be a
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Let my magic grant you an elemental breathing.
What is that? A tower? Nay, a statue?
From this distance, I cannot be sure. We shall have to make our way over to it. Unwelcome for an ally to appear for once. Eventually done.
Take the power of ice and turn it against our foes. Well done, Master. Let me get that.
If wolves make their den in putrid cave, that might be their good to take over. Isn't that their regulation? Right, just follow me.
I expect this would fetch a fair sum at market.
Perhaps fortune has deigned to aid us at last.
I grant your weapon a magical boon. I must ask you to refrain from charging off. Teamwork is the crux of our strategy.
Don't be such a worrywart. I know what I'm doing.
Yes, Master. I can taste into your aim.
compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help.
I fear the consequences of this bungle. Though 'tis tempting to keep these fell tidings to ourselves, we ought to report back.
We've a report to make, have we not? I'd sooner get it over with.